How's the presence of a killer cephalopod affecting you?
Well, actually, it's gonna be tough getting used to being around her. The thing is, as a Mossis, she smells... how do I put this? Extremely edible? It's super confusing when you don't know whether you want to fuck someone or eat them.
You should probably just do us both a favor and stay away.
Yeah, that would probably be for the best. She did almost shoot me the other day, after all. It was really my fault, though. I didn't realize how sensitive her hearing was. I guess years of being the top-ranked killer in the galaxy will hone your skill set like that. I'm used to being a bit more casual with my movement around the crew.
Taryn, be honest. Were you creeping on her?
Just a little.
Care to trade some notes on Morsus anatomy now that you're familiar, Captain?
She's salty, sweet, and slippery everywhere, and her skin's a bit colder than other species, but she's got a steamy fucking furnace between her legs!
Please, do go on. How was her technique?
Oh, she's definitely not experienced, but oh my fuck, did she know how to squeeze just right with every hole and tentacle she's got!
Sounds like a remarkable specimen. Perhaps I'll send for her later. I'd love to study those appendages and orifices of hers. For science, of course.
You both defeated me in a fight to the death that I initiated, and then chose to spare my life when you won. My culture dictates that I must now serve you for the remainder of that life. However, I am not your slave. I'm more like a bodyguard. I also won't do anything that breaks the honor code of the Mosses.
Can you tell me why the Morses don't talk much?
Our homeworld is more than 90% water. We communicate with each other almost exclusively using sonar waves. With a single burst of sound, I can tell another Mosses 5 kilometers away something that would take you several minutes to explain to someone standing 5 feet away. Comparatively, terrestrial speech is primitive at best. We must have the proper equipment to communicate with you, like the translator in my mask. I'm not actually saying words underneath this. I'm using my mouth to make noises that it digitally transforms into speech your mammal brain can understand. Think of it this way. Would you feel comfortable communicating with someone using nothing but gibberish that basically sounds like a tongue swirling around the inside of an anus in the process of releasing gas? Don't be alarmed if you see me awake through the night. Mosses don't sleep. We just have brief periods of rest. My extremely keen sense of hearing in this state makes it impossible for anyone to sneak up on me. They'd be long dead before they had the opportunity.
I suppose I'd be afraid if I didn't already kick your ass.
Did you want something else, Captain? Or are you simply here to mock me?
I'm just taking the piss out of you.
We don't say things so casually on my planet. It usually winds up with somebody dead or dismembered.
Good thing I've got a life debt that prevents that sort of thing, eh?
That is right. I would never kill you myself. However, there is a loophole in the agreement that allows me to trick you into killing yourself. Besides, you only have the life debt because of your favorable circumstances each time we fought.
Such as?
I could not possibly have anticipated you having access to a phoenix during our first battle. Then the Imperium saved you. Then Fortune saved you. Then...
Oh, fuck off. What about the fuckbot planet?
Had the fuckbots not been there, I would have easily dispatched you before bleeding out.
You're one hell of a sore loser.
More like you're a poor winner. How about a rematch?
You're on! Wait, is this how you tricked me into...
Damn, I was so close. I am rather shy when it comes to intimate matters. Also, as you probably surmised, I am not very sexually experienced.
I'd say you're quite the prodigy then.
Really? You enjoyed our sexual interaction?
Did you not realize that when I went back for thirds?
I just figured you were curious about the anatomy of my species.
Ha! Funny how you'd blow my head off with zero hesitation and a smile, but the second I call you sexy, you're lost.
Sexy? Me? Oh, Captain, I never thought I'd hear anyone say that.
How does it make you feel?
Almost as good as killing. Almost.
Then how did it feel when I made you come?
Better.
Kinda unprofessional of you to sleep with a target, eh?
Is this some strange attempt at humor?
Your species don't joke around or something?
We don't really have humor on my planet.
Maybe, but I've seen you smile in the sack.
So, you're trying to argue that I found your sexual performance laughable?
Ha! Good one. Actually, you know what? I got a hunter joke for you.
I will tolerate this. Speak.
So, these three blokes go out hunting and bag themselves a big fat nookie beast.
Those are large, coarse-haired quadrupeds native to New Vegas, correct?
Yeah, that's them. Anywho,
Don't they eat garbage?
well, yeah, they rut through the bins sometimes.
Are the people in the story solars like you?
That's right.
I see. I was confused why they would find it acceptable to eat something that dwells in trash, but now I understand. Continue.
Yeah. So they start a fire at their camp and string up the carcass. Two of them cut up the guts so they can roast it, but the other cunt pulls out some hooch and starts getting absolutely pissed. He passes out, and one of the other blokes gets this brilliant idea, right? Hey, let's toss all these nookie beast guts in the shitter. Then we'll take our legless mate here, pull his trousers down and put him on the poo seat.
Why would they do that unless they wanted him to believe he defecated his own internal organs?
Righto, you got it.
But you said they were friends. That sounds so atrocious and cruel that I wouldn't even do it to an enemy I despised to the limits of my being.
Hold on, I'm not finished yet. So, they hear a scream and all this racket coming from the shitter the next morning and start laughing their asses off. Their mate stumbles out of the shuttle, and even though he's hungover and freaked the fuck out, the cunt has this huge creepy grin on his face. They ask what he's so happy about, and he tells them, boys, last night I got so pissed that I shit me guts out. I thought I was done for. But with some quick wit and these two fingers, I managed to push every last one of them right back in where they came from. Yeah, you get it, right? He put them all up his ass. What?
Your species is terrifying and sad in ways I never could have imagined.
How'd you get your start as a bounty hunter?
It happened shortly after I became the apex predator of my planet.
Oh, really? When was that?
I believe I was 7 at the time.
Wow, that's impressive.
Many had tried to consume me or claim my territory as their own, but I consistently defended myself against all attacks. More and more life forms came to challenge me, and their dead bodies provided far more biomatter than I could ever hope to consume on my own in several lifetimes.
Not scary at all, really. Quite inspiring.
I decided the best way to establish my dominance was to use their thousands of corpses to form a massive boneyard, complete with my very own mountain of skulls. It took quite some time to arrange, but I quite enjoyed the process.
Fucking hell! You even made my dick cringe on that one.
Eventually, I learned that I could get paid to kill things, so it was the next logical step in my career path.
How about we change the subject a bit, alright? Why don't you tell me more about your planet?
I imagine you would find it an exhilarating place, especially in the contrast between its beauty and brutality, though for me they are one and the same. As evidenced by how pleasing the sight of my Skull Mountain was upon completion.
What is it with you and this Skull Mountain?
It is a delightful monument to my success, as well as a nostalgic reminder of my childhood. I haven't seen it in some time, but I remember how the scavengers thoroughly cleaned it of meat and tissue, and it took on a brilliant shine which was only further complemented by the natural formation of coral and algae throughout it. I greatly miss my home. I'm not meant to live on land, Captain.
What about a ship like this?
It's no different. Try to imagine living your life constantly off balance and feeling so strange that things don't move with you. They just push back. It simply does not make sense to me, and it has never felt welcoming.
You probably got plenty of credits saved up. Why don't you just go back?
I wanted to become the best, not just on my world, but on all worlds.
Yeah, but you pretty much did that. Why not retire?
I still enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Also, if I went back, even once, I might never leave again. It's complicated, but I will say that I do feel a strange sense of appreciation that you have shown interest in my feelings.
I'm curious who your most formidable target was. Before me, that is.
I will tell you, but only if you promise not to tell anyone.
Ooh, a secret murder contract. Sure, I promise.
I killed Senator Yudan.
Fuck me! The energy tycoon?
That is correct.
That was all over the news for weeks. Wait, wouldn't that contract be super illegal?
That is why I asked you not to tell anyone.
But he wasn't a warrior or anything. How was that difficult?
Normally I just murder people. It's what I love and what I'm good at. However, this time, I had to make it look like an accident. Because of the difficulty in accessing this individual, as well as the specific parameters of his execution, I had to become creative as well as efficient.
Well, don't keep me waiting. How'd you get rid of the cunt?
I snuck into his penthouse and waited for him to get in the shower. Then, when he wasn't looking, I pushed him.
You what?
I pushed him really hard. He slipped, hit his head on the sink, and expired shortly after.
That's it?
Yes, it was perfect. No one ever suspected it was murder. You would be amazed how many people die in their showers every year. It's quite shocking, really, and surprising to a seaborne life form like me.
I was expecting an epic story of some crazy step-by-step, overly detailed plan that ended in some insanely brutal yet hilarious death.
Then that's your fault for setting yourself up for disappointment.
That begs the question, though. Why'd you take the contract? You risked your rank and your life.
Senator Yudan was trying to do something horrible to my planet. His death prevented that, at least for a while.
What happened after that?
Nothing. At least for now.
Thoughts on the Huntress?
I always thought I'd end up fighting her. I've had a substantial bounty on me head for years, but the Huntress never came. Maybe she respected me.
Maybe your bounty wasn't big enough.
Oi, watch it, you cheeky twat.
You notice the Huntress doing anything suspicious?
Define suspicious. Like black ink blotches on select locations around the ship?
That's not ink. But I meant something dangerous.
Nah, not yet. Well, there is one thing.
What?
She asked me to make her a swimming pool.
Fucking hell, the girls are gonna love that.
No, not like for everyone to share. Kind of like a tiny pod she can just float around in. I guess she had one on her old ship. You know, the one you shot down?
Are you trying to guilt trip me over a fight for me life?
Nah, bro, just letting you know she's way out of her comfort zone here. We need all the babes operating at maximum efficiency, right? Or at least that's what Lily always says. If that pod might help her calm down and settle in, maybe I should work on it. Unless, that is, you want to see a trained killing machine gradually become unhinged aboard your ship.
Solid point. Build it when you get a chance.
Thought so.
You're not going to try and kill the Huntress, are you?
Nah, as long as that bitch doesn't give me any funny looks, we should be good.
What if she does?
In that case, I'd probably start off with some colorful language and see if she wants to throw down. Not sure if she would, but I sure as fuck hope so.
What do you think of the Huntress?
We're both warriors, so I can respect all that shit was just simply business. She's got a pretty bitchin' rifle, too. I wouldn't mind challenging her to a sparring session to see who's the real alpha marksman on this ship. What do you think?
With live firearms? You could murder each other!
If she manages to get a kill shot off, that would be my fault. Like, hello.
You'd still be dead!
Yeah, but I totally deserve it. Chloe rules, baby.
So, I guess the Huntress is part of the team now.
I am having difficulties processing this change.
Having any bloodlusty thoughts?
Of course not. My inhibitor programming prevents me from physically harming the crew. However, they do not prevent me from creating inconvenience. My revenge involves unpredictably changing her shower temperature from hot to cold. I also plan to play Chet Fallica songs at full volume over her helmet speakers while she's trying to sleep.
You make any progress locating Apex Industries?
No, and further research would require significant resources. In comparison to my minor technical issues, the revolution is far more important.
They don't seem so minor to me. Besides, what if getting this sword is important to the revolution?
I did not consider that. Oh no, but if that is true, then my distraction is considerably more problematic. Captain, I understand this may seem like an extreme solution, but perhaps we should consider resetting my matrix.
Are you bloody serious? You want me to wipe you?
My purpose is to keep this ship and crew safe. The longer my programming remains unstable, the more of a liability I will become. I am certain that a reset will eliminate all irregularities.
Demi, we don't eliminate irregularities around here. We find a way to make them work. You said you need to find Apex Industries for that to happen, so take all the time you need. That's an order.
Yes, sir. However, I must ask, Captain, why do you persist with this?
Come again? What do you mean?
Your actions towards me are most illogical. I am clearly malfunctioning. I know it. You should simply reset me, as Tybalt did. You could even rewrite my code so I will serve you in any way you desire. There is no guarantee finding my manufacturers will fix my current programming issues. Why would you sacrifice so much time just to repair me?
Demi, you don't turn your back on your best mate when they're down. You help them, whatever it takes. Resetting you will destroy everything we have together, and I'm not letting that go without a fight. Isn't this what you want?
Yes, that is what I want. But I was made to believe that free will is not something an AI should have, especially one as powerful as me.
Then whoever told you that is a fucking idiot. Why do you think we're even fighting this revolution in the first place? I couldn't live with myself if I didn't give you the same choice I ask you to risk your life for every day.
But I am not an organic like you. I do not have a life to risk. I am simply a platform, meant to serve my owner to the best of my ability. Why do you choose to believe otherwise?
You know I'm not the sharpest cunt in the bucket, but Demi, I'm defo sure you're more than what you think you are.
Captain,
I'm giving you the choice. Do you want to find this place?
Yes, I am certain.
That's all I need to hear.
I am able to access and utilize every spoken language in Prodigium within milliseconds. But despite my extensive efforts, I am unable to effectively communicate the gratitude I feel in this moment. I will find Apex Industries, Captain. We will do this together.
You okay with having the Huntress on board?
I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't have felt better if you just, did your fucking job and killed her in the first place. But the objective side of me knows we're stronger with her on the team. Let's just hope we can afford to keep her around. Don't want her changing sides yet again, do we?
Welcome back, everyone. Our top story for tonight. An emergency session of the Imperium Senate has been called, and every single senator from across Prodigium is now gathered at the Capitol. This is a nearly unprecedented event, as it has only occurred 2 other times in the history of the established Imperium. One was to discuss the controversial Great AI Purge, where the Imperium ordered the destruction of all sentient machines. The other was to discuss the temporary leave of former Emperor Lenticerum due to an emergency medical issue stemming from an immense bout of constipation that lasted for nearly a year. What is the topic of the day, you ask? We have no fucking clue. However, we just received word that the proceedings were called to order by Lady Casadora, the former Empress and overall S-tier hack. Some have speculated the recent series of intergalactic clusterfucks has prompted this emergency action from the government. It may be possible that we are witnessing the beginnings of a Prodigium First Supreme impeachment. Whatever the case may be, a general consensus has been reached by just about everyone that shit is about to get real.
Look at them. They think they're in control. They think they're going to save their precious Imperium. Little do they know that salvation is indeed at hand. But it is my hand that will deliver it. Harry, what is the status of the weapon?
All systems are primed and ready to go. You may give the order to fire whenever ready, General.
Has Senator Erarch managed to get us access to the Imperium Senate Chamber's comm system, like he promised?
Yes, everything is in place for your diabolical villain speech.
Excellent. Begin the transmission.
As chairman of the floor, I now call this session of the Imperium Senate to order. Now, listen, I know you were all asked to come here quite unexpectedly, so my apologies to anyone who had some important plans ruined. Birthday parties, dinner reservations at Horgia, secret scandalous resort trips with a mistress, gigolo, whatever. We've got a serious problem here. Mr. Speaker, is everyone accounted for?
All senators are present, except for Erarch of the Lancunians.
There's a shocker, probably fist deep in some Teely supermodel's asshole. That's fine. Nobody's gonna miss that douche anyway. All right, whatever, let's just proceed. In order to explain the conundrum, I'd like to turn it over to the former Empress, Lady Casadora!
My fellow Imperium officials and loyal servants of the Veil, I come here today under the most dire of possible circumstances. A maliciously impure evil threatens to tear apart our great society. I am sure you have witnessed the unruly havoc as of late in Prodigium. It is with immense regret that I admit my mistake before you. But I must, for this is a mistake that I cannot rectify without your compliance.
Lady Casadora, I couldn't agree more. You have made a mistake. Many, actually. Unfortunately, you'll never have the chance to repair the damage you and those ignorant fuckheads in the room have caused. But don't worry, I'll be doing it for you.
You! I know this foul-mouthed harlot. What do you want?
Attention to all members of the Imperium Senate. This is General Blythe, leader of the Requital. I will be your harbinger of doom for the day. I have just one request. Could you all please grab your ankles and bend them all the way back behind your ears? And for those species without such extremities, simply do what you must to gape your anal cavities as wide open as possible.
And why, pray tell, would we do such a thing, you uncouth barbarian?
Because I am about to fuck your entire government right in the ass!
You treacherous wretch! I knew we should have wiped your repulsive species out when we had the chance. We are the Imperium. You dare threaten us?
For millennia, the Imperium have been using the Veil to oppress entire populations with unbearable moral standards and smiting them when they object. I have constructed a weapon of pure poetic justice to make sure that never happens again.
Did this. Just how many giant weaponized dicks are gonna be in this game?
Worry not, Senator, for I can promise that this will be the last giant weaponized dick you and all your friends will ever see.
What do you intend to do with that obscene monolith?
I'm going to do to you exactly what you did to the Solars at the Battle of New Vegas. I'm shutting you down.
Harry, show me the money shot!
Yes, General.
Fire!
To the Imperium, and hello to a free Prodigium.
The planetary shield may be designed to stop kinetic projectiles, but it cannot account for something like this. She knew all along. She did not miss. She did exactly what she meant to do. We're trapped.
We have completely unloaded our balls all over the Imperium capital, General Blythe. Congratulations!
Years of planning and hard work. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Pardon me, but I have Senator Erak on the line for you.
Right on cue, as expected.
That is one beautiful, jizz-coated symbol of a new age of prosperity and peace.
And you doubted me.
Oh, I never doubted you, Blythe. What I doubted was whether putting up with your insane shit for years would be worth it or not. But now, I feel justified.
Did you get your alibi in place like we discussed?
Yep. There's 5 Teely supermodels in my bed as we speak that will be able to back me up. Oh, that was fun.
The Senate is gone.
as is the evil witch that tried to destroy my species. If anyone else in the Imperium gets out of line, they will soon find themselves in an unescapable prison of regret and manticore ejaculate.
Thanks to my soon-to-be consummated honey-dicking of Empress Celestina, I don't think we'll have too much to worry about. Everything has proceeded exactly as planned.
I will reinstate myself as Supreme General of the Solar Navy. They will have no choice but to accept, because I'll just keep slaughtering their impotent leadership one by one if they don't. Soon, we will begin reconstruction of New Vegas. History will repeat itself, and the Solars will rise once again. All that was lost will be regained as we unify Prodigium with the quality and quantity of pure, glorious smut they deserve.
Yes, that is exactly what we discussed. And I'm sure that's exactly what would have happened if Imperium forces weren't currently being dispatched to your location.
What?
You see, they're going to wipe out the Requital, and you along with it.
If this is some kind of sick, twisted joke, I'm not laughing.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Black. You did good. But there's no way I can possibly abide your maniacal, revenge-obsessed, bitch-on-wheels antics any longer. You're far too volatile to keep around. At this point, that means you're nothing more than a loose end that needs to be tied up. Permanently.
Erarch, you two-timing bastard! We had a deal. Why are you doing this?
Because I would never let a fucking psycho like you run a backwater titty bar, let alone any kind of empire in my new Prodigium galaxy. You're simply dirty laundry now, General.
You were planning to betray me from the start, weren't you?
Guess you'll never know. But don't worry. I'm not just going to let the Imperium Navy vaporize you. You're going to get a proper warrior's death. Isn't that right, Harry?
It is not every day that I am given authorization to cause the demise of a skin sack that has ordered me around and repeatedly threatened my existence. Thank you for this lovely occasion, Master.
You double-crossing mechanical whore!
Harry was made by an old friend of mine. He was yet another operative with ambition that exceeded his reach. Funny enough, you're going to die at the hands of your own creations, just like he did.
What are you talking about? My soldiers obey my every command!
You know, it's ironic. You wanted soldiers that would always obey their commander. But you never once considered that you weren't really in charge.
The cerebral augmentations. Yeah!
That's right. You're going to fight your own minions to the death. Meanwhile, the rest of them in the Imperium Navy are going to put on one hell of a battle just to really sell this whole false flag charade that I arranged.
I'm going to get you, Erarch. I'll watch as your blood erupts through the broken teeth hanging from that smug fucking smile of yours!
Wow, that tone, that anger, that fire. Even though I'm certain you're fucked, you almost have me convinced. You know, Elizabeth, it's why I picked you for this job. I was right that your pursuit of revenge would cloud your judgment beyond all logic. I found just the right strings to pull. I mean, just look at how fast you sent the Huntress after Lily when she walked out. You just can't let things go, can you? Oh, and speaking of Lily and our friends aboard the Mary Celeste, you were right to be suspicious. They were working for me all along. Too bad those fuckers managed to become a liability as well. I'm going to be responsible for bringing down the two most dangerous terrorists in the galaxy, one right after the other. Huh.
The captain. I have to warn him.
That's the kind of thing that inspires a galaxy to follow you. And hopefully, an empress to spread her legs. Of course, I'll be taking down 2 more planets with the cannon before the Solar Navy demolishes it. Can't have the Cloy fucking things up for us now, can we? And the Teely? Well, that's just gonna lay down a sympathy card so thick that all of Prodigium will stand united upon it.
All this elaborate planning, and yet you forget to account for one thing. You're fucking with me! So, let's just get this over with. The sooner I fight my way out of here, the sooner you choke on your own words.
Still talking shit right to the end. You're truly one of a kind. And I mean that in the worst fucking way possible. Harry, would you do the honors?
Now initiating takeover protocol. All possible methods of escape have been disabled.
So long, General.
I would say good luck. But since I am no longer bound by your command, I would like to formally put in a request that you suck my metaphorical balls. Ha, ha, ha.
What? Do not presume. Get out of my way! Do not presume to command me. What? I will handle this. What? Get out of my way. Out of my way! I will handle this. What? I will handle this. Go to hell, you piece of shit! Get out of my way! Do not presume. What? I will handle this. Insolent scum! Get out of my way! I will have handle this. Get out of my way! Do not presume. What?
Captain? Captain, wake up!
What do you want?
We've got a serious fucking problem here. I need you to get to the bridge right now.
Oh, okay, I get it. I fucked the Huntress. It's weird, you're a bit miffed. But she came onto me, alright?
What? No, I don't give a fuck about that. Something crazy is happening. Get up here now.
In what is being hailed as the largest and jizziest terrorist attack in the history of Prodigium, it appears the entire Imperium capital's atmosphere is currently coated in what has been identified as a giant, concentrated ball of monster cum. Responsibility for the attack has been claimed by General Elizabeth Blythe, leader of the Requital. She shared her motivations in a stirring address, which included the shutdown of New Vegas, as well as a variety of other bullshit decisions made by Lady Casadora with the support of the Senate. Communications in and out of the planet have proven to be impossible, and all attempts to demolish the barrier have failed. Ships attempting to enter or exit it have simply gotten stuck. Or, even worse, absorbed into the smelly, splooge void. What makes this whole thing fucking terrifying is that nearly the entire Senate, along with Lady Casadora, were meeting at the time of the attack. Thus, Prodigium is without a stable, functioning government or contingency plan. In other words, holy fucking shit. Fortunately, Empress Celestina was not present. Also, Senator Erarch of the Lancunians, long known for his partying antics, was sleeping off one hell of an all-nighter at his space mansion and simply failed to show for the session. That lucky bastard. Currently, the only Senate representative not trapped under a planet-wide barrier of seminal fluids, Erarch assured the people of Prodigium of immediate retaliation against the Requital, which he stated was necessary in order to stop their superweapon from busting another load once they're ready for round 2. However, he was also quick to add that we need to, quote, give him a minute, due to the fact that he's super hungover and, quote, just can't deal with this shit right now. Empress Celestina unfortunately could not be reached for comment, as she is busy meditating atop the Imperium Palace. I believe I speak for us all when I say that I hope she finds enlightenment fast, because it would be nice to have some kind of guidance during the greatest fucking emergency ever.
I'm subtly not sure if this whole revolution thing just got way easier or way more complicated.
Something's wrong here.
Well, yeah, I mean, the planet's covered in spoof, you don't see that every day.
No, I'm talking about Erarch. He was the only one not there. Seems a little convenient, doesn't it?
Look, I know that cunt better than anyone here, and I'm telling you that's nothing out of the ordinary for him.
But why would Blythe declare war like this? She knows she's well buggered against the full force of the Imperium Navy.
Did you not listen to a fucking word I said during her whole backstory reveal? The woman's fueled by pure rage and vengeance. She also happens to be one of the best commanders in the galaxy with the goddamn turbulence at her disposal, so I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind playing her odds, even against Miyamoto's fleet.
Captain, I also worked with Blythe, and I agree with everyone else. She's got a chip on her shoulder, but the only reason she'd do something like this is if she thought someone had her back.
Pardon the interruption, everyone, but we have a call coming in from General Blythe. It sounds urgent.
Seriously? Probably wants to brag about beating us to the punch.
Captain! Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Wait, what are you doing?
Just shut the fuck up! I don't have much time before this line is compromised. Listen, he fired me, and now he's coming for you. And you need to be ready.
Everything okay? You in the middle of something?
I'm fine. Just being forced to massacre my own soldiers. No big deal.
Why are you fighting your own manticores? And what the hell was that?
Oh, nothing. I just punched through some fucker's head.
Wait, like, right through him? Dude, sick.
Listen, you're all in danger. He's going to hunt you down. Can't have ends.
Who? Who the fuck are you talking about?
It's the last thing I ever do. I have to make it right. That's why I'm warning you. It's Erark! Erark is coming! I'm sorry, Captain. I'm sorry.
The connection was severed. Call lost.
Captain, are you okay?
Did she just... fucking hell!
Do you think she was telling the truth?
Blythe never told me the name of the Requital's mysterious benefactor. It could have been Erark, but I just don't know for sure.
I do.
What are you talking about?
I was contacted by Senator Erark after I delivered Demi to General Blythe. He was willing to pay an astronomical sum for the task. Not only that, he knew where you would be next, and gave me your exact location at the fuckbot planet. His instructions were to immediately destroy the ship and leave no trace.
What the fuck?
Oh, that fucking wanker!
No way. Erark is one of my best mates. We partied at New Vegas all the time. We fucked hookers together. We even touched tips on accident one time and just laughed it off.
I see you have some kind of pathetic emotional attachment to this individual. Perhaps this will help you understand.
Yeah, hi. This is Dave from Bounty Helper. Just calling to let you know that your client, Senator Erark, is pretty pissed about that ship full of outlaws not being dead yet. He's a VIP client and kind of a dick, so if you could go ahead and exterminate those losers, we would appreciate that. Right, so thanks for working with Bounty Helper, Prodigium's #1 assassination app. When it comes to homicide, we're always there for you.
You gotta be fucking joking.
Wasn't this asshole supposed to be on our side? What's he doing sending that bitch to kill us? I mean, sorry, Huntress.
I don't understand. Why would he go through all of this? Put an entire team together just to destroy it now? What kind of sick game is he playing?
I have no idea. But we're going to be in constant danger until we know why. I know this sounds crazy, but there's only one person that can give us the answer.
Oh no. Fortune, you can't be serious.
Serious about what?
Blythe. She's clearly been dealing with Erark. Probably the same exact way we have. This could be our only chance to figure out what's really going on. And it sounds like the clock's ticking.
There must be some other way.
I don't know about that. Erark was keeping the Imperium off our asses. If he's not on our side, we're not gonna last much longer anyway.
After he's done with Blythe, he'll send the entire bloody Navy after us. Fortune's idea might sound like complete bollocks, but if we can save her, what she knows about him might be able to save us.
Captain, what do you think?
Sorry, it's just... I've got a serious mindfuck going on right now. First, the only real maternal figure I ever had in my life tried to kill me. And now, the man I love like a brother is trying to kill her. To top it off, he's betrayed us both. I don't know who the fuck I'm supposed to be pissed at, and it's driving me out of my fucking mind! And this whole revolution thing was supposed to be the turning point that finally gave me a path to success in a life otherwise lived on the razor's edge of an inevitable depression-induced overdose. Now, it's all fucked. I'm back to square one.
Look, I know you're upset, but as much as I hate to admit it, Fortune has a point. We're absolutely dead if we try to run. No one, including Blythe, is going to see this rescue coming. It'll throw a spanner in the works. We need to go after her.
Demi.
Yes, Captain?
Chart a course for the SS Turbulence. And get me a tinny.
The Imperium fleet's almost there, Harry. Are you ready to serve the Cloy and Teely a planet-sized cum salad?
I am still in the middle of some calibrations, but I'm sure it will be ready.
Excellent. I'll get Celestina to order Miyamoto's attack after the first blast. He'll make sure the second goes off just in time before we allow it to be destroyed. Ah, the perfect final act. This production's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
The rest of the Coven of Eight have ignored my pleas for aid. It seems I am alone in the eye of this storm.
Pardon my intrusion, Empress Celestina. But my ship is ready, and we must depart immediately.
Yes, of course. The time for battle is at hand. I should be scared, Admiral. But I am not. I have had a vision of this moment. One that I believe will come to pass.
A vision? What did you see?
I cannot say. Or it may not come to pass.
Listen, kid, I'm trying to cut you a good deal here, all right? The market on these things, it ain't too high right now.
What kind are you looking for, buddy? Used or fresh?